Hi, everybody. It's Kim from Housewife. I am back and I wanted to talk to you all, mostly housewives, mostly overweight housewives this time. And it's about, and married overweight housewives specifically. Yes, this is a specifically targeted audience because that's what I am. I am a very large married woman, and my husband has created a bubble for me, a bubble of safety. And what that means is he's put me in a position of where I feel safe in his arms. But not just that, it's he tells me that I'm beautiful and makes me believe it. I've had to learn to accept it, though. When you have low self-esteem, when you're a big girl and you can look in the mirror and know you're not a 10, right? Well, when you have a husband, especially when he's a sexy trucker, cowboy stud like mine, and it helps that he's like 18 years younger than me. And he wants me all the time, and he's always grabbing me and holding me, kissing me, telling me how sexy I am. And he tells me that I'm beautiful. At first, when we've been married for almost 13 years now, in May it'll be 13 years. When he did that at first, I rejected it. I declined his offer in my mind. I would smile and giggle and, say thank you and stuff like that. But at first, in my mind, I was like, no. I know I'm not all that in a bag of chips because I've looked in the mirror and I know what I'm working with, and it's not all that. So I'm not going to accept what he's saying as the truth. But what I realized is he's the only man that it matters what I look like to. I know that's not really good grammar, but I think you'll get the idea. I'm married and he's it for me. I'm not looking around. I'm not looking for other guys to give me attention. Only my husband. So it only, if I look good to him, then that's it. And I do. So what's happened is over the years, I've settled back into his arms, and I've gotten comfortable. And I've decided when I look in the mirror that I look cute and I look sexy. And I'll tell you what, when I got pregnant, I was 18 years old. It was my 18th birthday when my son was conceived. And I got big. And I was over 200 pounds. I went from 165 pounds to 232 pounds when I had him. I got big. And then when I got married to Robert, I was 272 pounds. And then after we were married for a while, and I broke my neck, and I couldn't work, and I couldn't move around, I blew up because I was cooking and eating, making, stewed chicken and smothered down pork chops with cornbread and rice and gravy and all that stuff. Lots of butter and, eggs and bacon, all, you know how we do down here in the South. Well, I blew up to 350 pounds. Well, I'm back down to 300 now, but down to 300. How does that sound? Anyways, when I was up to 350, my husband Robert had me parading around in a two-piece bathing suit. Yeah, St. Simon's Island, the YMCA, Brunswick, Georgia. And I was just parading around like I was just as cute I had my matching sandals. I had my toenails and my fingernails painted the same color as my suit. And it had the little lace up the sides, and it had the string in the back. And I just knew I was the stuff because Robert told me how sexy I was. And I went with it. Now, this is the thing. I came up to this woman. We go on this platform, this social media platform where married people come on there and they ask for advice. Well, this woman wanted liposuction, and her husband asked her not to do it. And he cited the fact that most women that lose over 100 pounds when they have surgery, they 97% file for divorce from their husband. That's a really scary statistic. So, he talked with some of his guy friends, and he doesn't want to get divorced. So he was like, no, 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 I don't want to do this. He told his wife, no, I don't want to do this. Well, she doesn't know what to do now because she wants to do it. My advice to her was, let him create the bubble for you and get in it. And then let him bring your self-esteem up, because her self-esteem is real low, how mine used to be. She doesn't feel comfortable at her weight. I don't know exactly what her weight is, but if she wants lipo, I'm imagining she's a pretty big girl. So anyways, if you are a big girl and you're having trouble with your self-esteem and you don't feel good in your skin, and you have a husband that loves you the way that you are, if he tells you that he loves you the way that you are, if he acts like he loves you the way that you are, go with that. Believe him. Take him at his word. Get in his arms. Let him cuddle you. And just decide, I'm going to believe what my husband says. And know that he's the only man that it matters anyway. So let him tell you how he feels about you. And then you start believing it. Start telling yourself, yeah, I am cute. Yeah, I am all that. Yeah. And then whatever, my my husband, he'll pick out outfits for me, and he'll have me wearing tight shorts, and I mean, he has me wearing pigtails, and some of it is like I really need a boost. Because sometimes I'm like, Robert, this feels ridiculous. But I go with it because that's what he wants and that's what he thinks is cute. And I want him to think that I'm cute. So I go with it. If he wants me in pigtails, I put my hair in pigtails. Now, I like it better in braids. He likes it better, sticking out like I'm 5. I should have a lollipop and call myself, what was Lily Tomlin's name? Oh, I forget. Anyways, one of my friends, that's her alter ego. Rhonda would know. Rhonda, you will know. But I can't remember. Anyways, so I'm going to be thinking about that now. I won't be able to sleep till I figure it out. Anyways, so yeah, get in your bubble with your husband. Believe him. Save the money from lipo. Go on vacation with your husband. Do a romantic getaway. The money will be better spent. Stay the way that you are, the way God made you. If you need to lose a little weight, lose a little weight. Robert and I are dieting right now, but we're not calling it dieting. We're just eating healthier. And we've already dropped 30 pounds since December, and it's only the beginning of February. So, if you just change the way you're eating a little bit, the weight comes off. It's, calorie deficit, simple, low carb, high protein, and the weight comes off pretty much. you do what works for you, but just do it. And, just do it. Just do it. Be like Nike and just do it, okay? Let this be your year. Let this be your year. Girl, come on now. Get you a two-piece suit and strut around on the beach this summer. Just be happy in your skin. And let your husband, let him hug you and squeeze you and rub on your fat belly. Let him rub on them rolls and squeeze your thighs that rub together and jiggle. I still got all my baby fat. And yeah, I look like a toddler with my rolls on my thighs. I'm going to drop that weight, though. I'm going to drop that weight. I don't know what I'm going to get down to, but I'm just going to keep on eating healthy until my body settles into a weight. That's what I decided, because it's not about a number anymore. It's just about feeling good. And I feel good. I feel good. I even came off of some, I'm going to call it medicine. It was, well, I'll leave that for another video. But, my pain level was up a little bit, but the eating healthier balanced it out, because I came off of some pain relievers that I was on. And, but now when I was eating healthier, and it increased my attitude, it improved my mood. And, I'm going to see a therapist, because, you can't rely on your husband to help you be happy. That has to come from within. And if you need it to go to a little therapy, if you've had trauma in your life and you need a little help with that, and you need professional guidance to help you down that path, then get that. If you need that, get it. There's no shame in that. If you need a little medication, pray over it and take it, under your doctor's, under what your doctor says, under his, I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice or anything. I feel like I need to do a little disclaimer, because, people want to sue everybody. So this isn't that kind of video. But anyway, if your doctor says you need a little medicine, don't be scared. I had people tell me that if you're a Christian, you don't need that. Just pray. You should be able to pray your way out. And for years, I believed that. And I tried and I tried and I tried. You know what? I need the medicine. I just do. I do better with the medicine. And well, you know what? We're all friends here. I'm on a handful. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm the mess. But you know what? I'm a lovable mess. And Jesus loves me, and my husband loves me, and my family, most all of them love me. I love all of them. And we'll work out the rest. The rest is a work in progress. We'll get there. We'll get there. Family unity. That's what we want. Family unity. Me and my mom are praying for that. Anyways, I'll let y'all go. I've been on here for 14 minutes and some. So I love y'all. I hope this helps somebody to be free. Be free of that. Be free of that bad attitude, that bad self-esteem that weighs you down. It's bad enough to have the weight on you, and then to have that darkness and that bad feeling, that negativity on you. Just let it go. If your husband says you're beautiful, go with it. All God's children are beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I believe that. I do. All right. I'm going to let y'all go. Love you. Love you. Bye.